You got the raise. The new title, the bigger number on the payslip, the quiet relief that finally you are moving up. So why, a year later, do you feel exactly as stuck as before? The answer is a mechanism almost nobody sees until it is already in motion, and it works like an elevator whose top floor keeps moving. Every time your income rises, the floor labeled enough rises with it. Same speed, same quiet precision. You climb, and freedom stays at the same distance. That is lifestyle inflation, and it is the reason people can double their salary over a decade and still feel one bad month from panic. Here is how it happens. When money is tight, your spending is constrained by reality. You rent the apartment you can afford, drive the car that works, cook at home because you have to. The moment a raise lands, those constraints loosen, and a series of small, reasonable, almost invisible upgrades begin to fill the gap. A nicer apartment, only a few hundred more a month. A better car, because you deserve reliability. A few more subscriptions, more dining out, a holiday that feels earned. Each alone looks sensible. Together they form a new floor, a new baseline of fixed monthly cost you cannot easily walk back. Here is the critical distinction almost nobody is taught. A one-time purchase is a choice you make once. A recurring obligation is a structure you now carry. A dinner out costs one meal. A larger apartment, a financed car, a premium gym, a stacked list of subscriptions. These are not purchases, they are weight. They must be paid next month and the month after, regardless of how you feel, how your job is going, or what the world does. A raise absorbed by recurring costs is not a raise. It is a new contract you sign with your future self, and most people sign without reading. Let us make this concrete. Imagine you take home $4,000 a month. You spend $3,200 on rent, transport, food, and bills, and you save $800. A year later, a promotion pushes your take-home to $5,000, a full $1,000 of new room every month. If nothing changed, you could save $1,800 and be on a clear path. But the apartment upgrades by $300. The car payment rises by $200. Subscriptions, dining, and travel absorb another $300. $200 disappears into small comforts you barely notice. At year end, you are spending $4,200, still saving $800, and cannot point to where the raise went. You earn 25% more, and you are exactly as free as before. Two forces keep this elevator moving. The first is hedonic adaptation. What thrilled you in month 1 becomes normal by month 6. The new apartment stops feeling luxurious and starts feeling like home. The car stops feeling like an upgrade and starts feeling like my car. The novelty wears off, but the bill remains. The second force is social comparison. The people around you are also upgrading. Neighbors, colleagues, the feeds on your phone, they all move up at the same time, so your new baseline does not even feel high, it just feels average. The finish line keeps receding, not because you are failing, but because the definition of winning is rewritten every year. You do not solve this by vowing never to enjoy money. That is not freedom. That is a different kind of cage. You solve it with a system decided in advance, before the money arrives. When income increases, split the increase before lifestyle expands. A reasonable illustration, no more than 30 to 40% of any raise goes to visible quality of life. The remaining 60 to 70% is automatically redirected toward ownership, reserves, or reducing debt. Not later, not after you get used to it, immediately, on payday, before any new spending decisions are made. 300 of that new 1,000 upgrades your days in ways you feel. The other 700 buys distance from risk, options, and eventually the ability to stop working if you want to. Treat every new recurring expense as if you were signing a 5-year contract, because financially you are. Before you add a subscription, move, lease, or finance anything, ask 2 questions. Will I still want this in 5 years? And if I lost 20% of my income tomorrow, could I remove this cost in 30 days without wrecking my life? If either answer is no, it belongs with choices you make deliberately once in a while, not structures bolted to your monthly cost base. Most important, define enough before you reach it. Nobody drifts into enough. Enough is a line you draw on paper, on purpose, in advance. It is the apartment size, the car type, the travel frequency, the wardrobe standard beyond which more will not meaningfully change your days. Write that number down. Until you do, the elevator has no top floor. The next time more money arrives, before the first dollar upgrades your life, ask, am I building freedom or am I renting a nicer cage? Divide every raise in advance, cap new recurring weight, define enough on your own terms, and the elevator stops climbing away from you. Then every extra dollar you earn actually moves you forward, because in the next structure, we will show why the first floor of every wealth plan must be a foundation no emergency can crack.